Monday. I am back in town. My boy here.
Pumping it up.
Pumping it up. Look at these things.
It's the last day.
And this is still a month out from the show. It's a sad day for me.
Oh, no.
It's a sad day. It'll be sad music all month now. This is our last workout together.
Bring it in, buddy.
Hips in. Hips in. But seriously, this has been incredible. No, this is a little long there.
Sorry, a little awkward.
This was crazy fun. I don't know if you guys have picked this up by watching the videos, what we've done the last month, but when you get teamed up with somebody and got Chris back in too, it gives you a little bit more motivation, a little bit more, maybe a different goal. For me, I have not done an old school diet, high protein, great fats in 10 years. I haven't tried to get bigger and stuff. And because of his motivation, I switched over to that, and that's what I'm gonna do, along with him as he gets ready for his show.
It's been awesome. It's been awesome sharing the energy. And again, he's pointing out my brother coming in here, and that's been huge. Because my brother, a lot of times, he'll say that this hurts or that hurts, and Mike's been encouraging him, and I've been encouraging him, like, hey, let's just all do the same movement, and we don't care how it gets done, but let's address the fact that you can't do the movement. Let's have you go through that full range of motion. We also had our videographer for our movie that we're working on, and some of the guys from Super Training and Slingshot join in, and they do everything the same as a guy who's been training for 40 years. Think about that. Put that in perspective. They're doing everything that somebody that's been training for 40 years. I've been training for 25 plus years. Chris has been training for a long time too. We're having newbies come in. We're having Greg Young. He's only been training for 6 months. He's doing every single thing that we're doing. Obviously, he's using less weight. He's got a different intensity. He's got a different way of doing things because he's new. He's still learning. But you guys can get all this done too. There's nothing, the only thing hard about doing this, I think, is the consistency side of things. Just, showing up day in and day out. But part of that is treating yourself as a professional, and when you go get home from here, that's when your pre-workout starts. That's when your growth starts. That's when everything has to be put into play to get you here the next day. And we're more logical about it than you may think. We love the 4 a.m. training, but it's not every day at 4 a.m. because sometimes it's just not feasible. If something else is going to bleed over into it, or we got to be up past 9 o'clock, then we aren't showing up at 4 a.m. because to get here at 4 a.m., you got to wake up at 2:45 so you can have your breakfast, because Mike's first question every day is, what did you eat?
I'm not saying nothing. That's the video right there.
There we go.
Consistency. So you got to fight against it. All right. So today we're going to do something in reverse to make it harder on ourselves. Today we are going to do a pre-fatigue on leg press before we squat. And the first thing we're going to do is range of motion. I don't care about the weight. I don't care if you do 1 plate or 2 plates or whatever. We're going to work out until we can touch the very bottom here, and then go from a relaxed position into explosion, regardless of the height. Nice. Yes, this is the entire leg working. Nice. And I want you guys to breathe on this. The butt is rotating, and I'm okay with that. Again, it's not crazy weight, but it's rotation into the hamstrings and glutes. And his glutes are gonna look good on stage. Gavin popped his head up. What? Glutes?
I'm gonna hit it on this one.
Hit it!
Nope.
Great exercise for after. You guys wanna get in the gym and just kind of get flexible.
This guy's been training together for 5 years, and I asked Gavin, we were doing some rack pulls, kind of more of almost like a lat exercise the way we were doing it, because Mike has you do it with a little bit of a bent arm, and we're kind of throwing the weight into ourselves as we're doing it. Started to get some pretty good weight on there, and I asked Gavin, I was like, where'd you start on this? And he said he was lucky if he was at like 185. And yesterday we were using 3 plates and a quarter, so that's pretty impressive what consistency can do for you. If you stick with something for a period of time, you're going to get better at it. The more that you put into it, the more that you're going to get out of it. It's a very simple concept, but for some reason, those little simple things get lost in the shuffle. Everybody's looking for the magic duck egg. As you say.
Do you see how he pulled that in? That is a professional. Full circle. So I'm purposely taking the knees out, letting it come all the way down. Right here is the rest of the quad, now into hamstring. Resting it there, and then push up. And it's a relaxation down here at the bottom.
Mona, do you help him put his squat suit on in the morning before he gets here? Or does he do it himself?
Always.
That's a girl.
Mike, you don't forget your squat.
And I say that my family was bred for this. Nice, come on, kid. Beautiful. Everything's working. There we go. There we go. Nice. Nice. Yeah. Get it. Get it.
One thing that's different about this is that the normal breathing that we do for a squat, we're trying to create so much internal pressure and internal tightness that you actually can't move that well. You're trying to actually almost inhibit range of motion, typically when you're going for heavy, heavy squats. Mike will do that by widening out his stance. He'll get out here. And then by sucking in air, not into his chest and not into his face, but into his stomach, he'll create like an internal belt. You notice the guy doesn't ever really wear a belt, but he's built up tremendous amount of strength in his abdominals. And then you sit back in the squat, and that's how we are able to create some of that pressure. But on this exercise, because he wants extra range of motion, you have to breathe through the whole thing like you're doing yoga.
Weightlifting yoga.
Mike.
So, if you're staying with us and you understand everything, we haven't hit a set yet. Everything else was just basically warm. This is our first set. 1, 2, yep, get it. It's 3, beautiful. There's 4. Here we go. Come on, come on. There's 5.
Halfway there, come on.
Let's go. 6. Get it.
And you need to pull the plate.
Yep.
Chris,
Here
can
we
you pull
go.
the plate?
Here we go.
We're trying to finish out these reps.
Come on. Come on. Beautiful. 2. 2 more. 1 more. Nice. Me? You.
I want to see 10 easy reps. Let's go.
Thanks, Captain. Captain, my captain.
Here you go, Mike. Yep. Easy reps. Come on now. Nice, good push. Always getting better. Here we go. Come on now. Big legs. Push through it. Getting stronger. Here we go. Come on now. Keep moving those weights. Come on, you take all those fat burners for nothing. There we go. This guy's gonna break the machine. There we go, Mike. Yep. Come on. Good set.
Yep. Keep going. Oh, I love it. I love it. Again.
Those of you guys and girls that have trouble coming out of the bottom of your squat and leaning forward a lot, building up your quads will help a ton. Exercise like this would be a key factor. You'll be able to stay a lot more upright. There you go, Mike. Come on now. Make it happen now. Come on. Here we go. Keep pushing, equal pressure, both legs there. Nice. There we go. Come on again. Up, up, up.